Welcome once again to Prismatics online class. In this class, we are asked to factorize the following: ax squared minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. B, a squared plus 5 plus 5a plus 5a plus 5a plus 6 equal to 0. And C, t squared minus 2t minus 8 equal to 0. This is method of solving quadratic equation. We have 4 methods of solving quadratic equation. If you watch my last video, my last class, we have 4 methods: factorization method, completing square method, almighty formula or general slash or quadratic method, finally graphical method. So, but we are going to look at what? Factorization method. And we are going to look at what we call case 1, where a is equal to what? 1. Example, you know that quadratic equations of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. This a, where the a is coefficient of x squared is equal to 1. If you watch all these equations, their coefficient is what? 1. So we are going to solve the question and know how it will look like. Now let's solve. Solution. The question says x squared minus 7x plus 10. So this 10 here is what? A number without alphabets, a number without algebra, a number without ABCD. So you bring 10 out. That number without algebra, number without alphabet, 10. And you now looked at the factors of 10. And what are the factors of 10? Factors of 10 are those two numbers that when you multiply them, you get 10. We have many of them. But the condition for this factorization method is this: what are the two numbers that when you multiply, you get 10, but when you add them, you get what? The coefficient of what? X. What are the two factors of 10 that when you multiply them first, you get what? 10. But when you add them together, you get the coefficient of what? X. And the coefficient of x here is what? Minus what? 7. Now, let's look at this. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 5 will give us what? 10. Yes. Minus 2 plus minus 5 will give us minus 7. This one work out. This is the factor. Because when you multiply, there is a rules and regulation in mathematics that says this. Product law. We call it what? Minus times minus will give us what? Plus. Plus times plus, it will give us what? Plus. Minus times plus, it will give us what? Minus. Y plus times minus, it will give us minus. This thing, you need to know it. Very, very important in solving this question. So, minus 2 times minus 5 will give us plus 10. But when you say you own somebody 2 naira, you own another person 2 naira. If you add the amount of the money you own somebody, you own somebody what? 7 naira. The total number of the money you own is what? 7. So, and that is 10. So what do? We have to put them inside here. So that is x squared minus 2x, this minus 2x minus 5x plus 10 equal to 0. You know, it's a quadratic equation and it must be equal to what? 0. Now, what do? We divide them into 2 equal parts. In fact, we will do what? We divide them into 2 equal parts. Here, we are going to divide them into 2 equal parts. This x minus 2 into 5x plus 10, all equal to 2. We partition them. We call it what? Partition. Partition them into 2 what? Equivalent classes equal to 0. What do here? They say factorization. Factor means what they have in common. Look at here. There is x here and there is 2x here. Bring one x out. We have it as x into what? X minus 2. Close it. Now, there's minus 5 here. Minus 5 is also here. Bring that 5 out. Bring 5 out here. We have it as minus 5 into whatever that is in this bracket must be in this bracket. Or you can just say minus 5 divided by 10. We now have x minus what? 2. And that is still equal to 0. Now, what are the rules? The rules and regulations says that you pick one outside the bracket and pick one inside the bracket because they have the same number inside the bracket. Pick one inside the bracket and pick one outside the bracket. That is x minus 5 into x minus 2, all equal to 0. Finally, if the product of two numbers is equal to 0, if the product of two numbers are equal to 0, that means each number is equal to what? 0. That is x minus 5 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Finally, what do we have? We have to make s the subject of the formula. Okay, that is the x is equal to, when a negative number crosses the sign of the equality, it turn to positive. And when a positive number crosses the sign of the equality, it turn to a negative number. So this minus 5 will cross the sign of the equality to be what? 5. Or this minus 2 will cross to be what? S equals to 2. Hence, x equals to 5, 2. And that is your answer. That is our answer. If you want to check, you can check whether you get the same. Is it true that x squared minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0? 7x squared minus 7x plus what? 10 equal to 0. Now we call it check. Let's confirm it. Now when pick any one of them. When s is 2, let me assume that when s is equal to 2, put 2 here. We have that 2 raised to power 2 minus 7 times 2 equal plus 10. Is it equal to 0? You must get your left hand side must be equal to right hand side. So what do we have? We have 4 minus 14 plus 10 equal to 0. Collect like them. All the positive number come together. 4 plus 10 will give us 14 minus 14 equal to 0. 0 is equal to 0. Prove. So that is it. Even if you substitute 5 here, 5 square 7 times 5 plus 10, you will still get 0. So it means that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So hence s equal to 2 and s equals to 5 are the solution to this particular question, solution A. To solution A. So you should try solution B and solution C and hint me on my comment section so that I will verify whether you get it or not. Thank you. God bless you. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Prismatis Online Class. Bye bye. God bless you.